Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time watching, you're welcome. If it's not your first time watching, you're also welcome. I love you so much. So today I'm going to be doing a moderate full glam transformation / tutorial on my client today. She was about to go for a party and she came and booked me for her makeup. Although I have done one video with her on this channel before, which if you have not yet seen, make sure you scroll down and watch the video. And I couldn't come up with a better video suggestion, so I thought I would video this and post it on my channel for you guys. And if you want to see how I got this look right here, keep on watching. Alright, so I'm going to start off with the eyebrows, and to fill in the eyebrows I'll be using the Davis number 18 eye pencil. So first I brush the eyebrows upwards to give them definite shape, and when I'm outlining the eyebrows I use very light strokes because I don't use thick strokes. I wanted to achieve a natural eyebrow today. Actually this type of eyebrow, I've never done this type of eyebrow on my channel, although I have tried it in real life. So this is the first time this type of eyebrow is appearing on this channel, and let me know what you think about the eyebrows because it's the eyebrows for me. I so much love the eyebrows the way it turned out, although it was looking messy at first. So I'm going to outline the bottom and the top of the eyebrows, and if you're doing this, kindly use very little force to outline the eyebrows. And then after that, instead of filling in like I usually do, I'm going to draw hair-like strands going upwards throughout the whole eyebrows. I usually draw the hair-like strands at the inner corner of the eyes and then fill in the outer part, but today I'm going to use that thin hair-like strokes throughout the whole eyebrows. And then to cover the remaining spaces in between those hair-like structures in the eyebrows, I'm using the Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan and an eyeliner brush, a very thin brush. And while doing this, kindly tap the concealer onto the eyebrows. Do not drag it, don't draw it upwards, just tap it and it gives you that line. And then with that same concealer, I'm going to start cleaning up eyebrows. And to do this, use a flat brush, very flat and good brush. Don't use a fluffy brush because it's going to mess up with the structure. And ensure that you drag the concealer downwards while you are cleaning so it does not crease, and follow the exact shape of the eyebrows which you have outlined earlier so you don't mess up with the shape. And if you're using a concealer, use a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. But for me, I usually use any type of concealer because it's easier for me to blend in afterwards. At times I do mix my concealer with the foundation to give a more natural look, but you can use any step which works for you, but this is just what works for me. Next, I'm going to set the eyelids with the remnants of the product, the Elegant Pro Concealer, and use a fluffy brush this time. And be very careful when spreading the product around. Focus more of the product on the actual eyelid and then work your way going towards the outer corners of the eyes. When you get closer to the eyebrows like this, be very careful so you don't use the concealer and ruin the shape of the eyebrows. Very carefully tap it in. Do not drag it around because I'm using tapping motion so you can attain that maximum pigmentation on the eyeshadow which you are looking for. So for eyeshadow, I'm using my go-to Gulflower palette, and I'm going to start off with red. Okay, where did this idea come from? I actually didn't know what type of eyeshadow look I was going for, but I wanted to do an eyeshadow that is going to match the dress code, and she's wearing gold and red, so I thought I was going to do gold and red, but the gold, not that shiny, not that shimmery, just a touch of gold that's going to make the face pop. I won't lie, I wasn't liking it at first, but when I did some tricks and magics, the whole look came together. So I'm using a fluffy brush and I'm going to tap that red shade only at the outer corner of the eyes. As you can see, her eyes are a little bit hooded, so this is for hooded eyes. Don't take the first transition shade all the way towards the inner corner. Usually I do fade the eyeshadow to the inner corner and then blend in with a neutral color after. but for today I'm going to focus the pigmentation on the outer corner of the eyes, tap it in, and then just a little bit, just halfway the eyes. And then when I'm blending, I'm going to blend with that same angle as well with a very fluffy brush and this orange shade from still the Gulflower palette. So when applying transitioning shades, tap it in, do not drag for maximum pigmentation. And then for the cut crease, I'm applying this gold shade from the Gulflower palette. And I didn't do a cut crease today because the eyes are hooded and I was scared that if I drew a cut crease I might overdraw it and it's going to look ridiculous. So I just applied this gold shimmer from the Gulflower palette on the inner corner of the eyes only. And then to blend the edges, I just use the excess of the gold remaining on the brush to blend in between that area. Normally I will use the first transition shade which I used to blend, but I just wanted to switch it up a little. So just to prevent that harsh line, I just use the excess product to blend. And then I'm going on the eyes with this absolute liquid eyeliner, and I'm using that same liner brush which I used to fill in the concealer in the eyebrows. For this, I dipped the brush into the eyeliner and then I drew the wing eye before connecting that line all the way towards the inner corner. Now the wing eye, if you want to do a wing, you start from the place where the upper lid and the lower lid connects and draw a straight line upwards before connecting that line all the way towards the inner corner. Moving on to the face, I'm going to start off with this primer from Pond's, and I'm going to massage this primer onto the skin. When applying primer, if you're working on oily skin, I would suggest you focus the primer on the areas where your client or your model is most likely to sweat. So she has really oily skin, and that's why I use like a generous amount of the primer. So I massage the primer onto it, and I'm using mostly tapping motions around the T-zone area, which is the nose, around the mouth and the forehead. Then I use my fingers to blend in the other parts of the face and allow the primer to set first before applying foundation on top. Then if you're working with dry skin, you can start out with a moisturizer face so that the makeup is going to be a bit dewy and not that matte. So for dry skin, you can start with moisturizer and then primer, but for oily skin you can just do primer, or if you want to do moisturizer you can. And then for foundation, I'm going to be using this Sleek Makeup foundation. This is the shade 032. It's a high definition full coverage foundation, and I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to blend in the whole face. Now tap the beauty blender onto the face, do not drag the beauty blender around so that you attain that full coverage of the foundation you're looking for. Now I'm supposed to apply lashes, but due to the blending of the face, I couldn't apply lashes first. I wanted to finish with the whole blending before doing the lashes. So if you think lashes are supposed to come before the face, like, this is just my way of doing makeup. I usually switch my makeup routine, I think I've said that before. And tap it in, and do not use too much product, if not the face is going to appear very cakey. Tap it in, then blend in. Only one dab into the foundation should be enough for one side of the face and the other, and don't forget to blend in the neck and the ears as well. To highlight, I'm still using the Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan, and I highlight the areas around the under eye, bridge of the nose, forehead and around the mouth to conceal some dark spots around that area. And then I'm going to use that same beauty blender to blend in the foundation. Now using the same beauty blender throughout the whole makeup process has an advantage. It's just the remaining products in the beauty blender just helps to blend everything together to give you that smooth, flawless finish that you are looking for. Although you can choose to switch up your tools in between the makeup, but I would recommend using the same beauty blender to blend. And when blending, also tap it in as well. For me, I focused on other areas of the face where I highlighted first, and then to the under eyes, because that's the area that's most likely to crease. So to set today, I'm trying out a new setting powder, and as you can see, it's the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to set the areas where I highlighted only. my thoughts on this setting powder. It's actually my first time using this setting powder, and I actually love the way it blends with the concealer. Like, it just highlights and gives me that flawless finish. But I didn't use excess of the product. Even at that, it still gives me that smooth blend. I dipped the beauty blender in the setting powder and then blew off the excess so the product does not get too much and the face does not appear cakey, and then I blend and set the areas I highlighted only. But if you want to set the whole areas of the face, you can choose to, but for me, I do highlight the high points of the face, so I prefer to set those areas and go over the whole face with the finishing powder. Speaking of finishing powder, I'm using this my go-to palette from Professional Beauty and a round fluffy brush, and I'm using the shade at the top right hand corner, which is the arrow 46, and I'm going to blend the whole face, focusing more of this product on the part where I didn't highlight, where I didn't set with the setting powder, and also blending in the neck as well. So you can either choose to use that same beauty blender or a brush, but for me, I wanted to just dust around those areas and not to focus more products on there. That's why I used the brush. And please tap the brush in slowly and smoothly using round circular motions to blend into the face. To contour, I'm using the shade R47 from that same palette. It's more like a darker shade, and I'm going to contour the area around the cheekbone, forehead, and the nose. Also, I thought about contouring the jawline because I watched a video where the jawline was I have never really tried contouring the jawline before. I think that's one of the steps I missed in doing my makeup. So today I'm going to contour the jawline, and I used a round fluffy brush. If you're doing contour, don't use a shade that is very dark, or else it's going to mess up everything that you've worked for. Just use a shade that is at most 2 shades darker than your skin tone. Just as the way you use a shade 2 shades lighter to highlight, also use a shade that is 2 shades darker to contour. For the nose, you're going to need a very smaller brush, not like that round fluffy brush you use, and make sure the space in between those two contour lines are equal. First, don't use too much product. Just draw a line from underneath the eyebrows down to the tip of the nose, and then blend it in going upwards. So I applied this 6D Famous Beauty eyelashes on the eyes with the dual eyelash glue. And then for highlights, I'm using this Sleek Makeup Sun Shimmer highlighter. And I love this highlighter. It's very bright, like it just tied the whole look together. And I'm using a smaller brush to highlight the tip of the nose, 1 dot there, and then in between the 2 contour lines as well. So don't use too much product as well, a little bit, and then blend it in with your fingers. Then you can go ahead to highlight the cheekbone and other areas where you want to highlight. For me, I highlighted the nose, the cheekbone, the chin, the forehead, just a little bit above the brow bone and underneath the brow bone as well, because I wanted to keep this glam moderate, but I wanted to see the glow. So this is what actually tied the whole look together and brought it to my liking. For the under eyes, I started with that same red shade I used and then went with orange and white at the inner corner. So to line the lips, I'm using this brown lip liner from MAC, and I'm going to do a little bit of overlining because I wanted the lips to appear very plump. I also used the black eyeliner from MAC as well for the waterline, and I didn't show the clip where I applied blush, but I actually used a pinky tone blush from Cara Beauty on the cheekbone before applying the highlighter, that is. And then after the lips, I'm going to finish up with some setting spray, and then we'll be back with the final look. So just for a final tip, I used these 2 liquid lipstick shades from Huda Beauty, the shade Chocolate and the shade Nude, to finish up the whole face. And there we have it, guys. This will be it from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you loved this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I also hope you got some techniques from here as well. I love the eyebrows. Oh my god. Suggest to me some products for me to use in the comment section down below. Suggest to me techniques. Leave your thoughts, questions, corrections, suggestions, ideas, and your comments in the comment section. I'll be reading all of them. Give this video a thumbs up if you like. subscribe to my channel. Please help me get to 100 subscribers, and turn on the post notification bell so you will be the first to be notified every time I upload a brand new video. If you would like to follow me for more information on my makeup career, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They're all as Austinio, and the model's handle is at Bella on Facebook. This video shout out today goes to ID for Christ Comedy. Thank you so much for always supporting and following. I love you so very much. If you would like to be the next video shout out, don't forget to follow my Instagram and send me a message that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright you guys, that will be it from me today. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.